Alright, what's going on, man? NBA awards just happened, a little controversial as well. So we're gonna talk about that real quick. Rookie of the Year. Who deserved to win Rookie of the Year? Luka Doncic. He'd been balling out the entire season. The only reason why they weren't in the playoffs were because the Mavericks started tanking. I believe same thing with the Hawks. Trae Young did not perform to his expectations when he first entered the league. He was shooting around 25% from three. After the All-Star game, I believe he was shooting around 40%, maybe higher. But I think he ended the season around 40%. Mid-season, or after the All-Star game, you had these analysts come out on television and say that it was close. It was closer than we thought, right? Like, oh my God, Trae Young could actually win, right? Like, no, man, stop it. Stop it. We all know that Luka had it on lock. We all knew Luka was going to win. But I know there's still some Trae Young fans that want Trae Young to win. It's fine if he doesn't, right? He could end up being the better player, for all we know. He can shoot, right? He controls the team, right? Because he is the point guard. So who knows? Who knows how his career is going to grow? We don't know that yet. But Luka won, and in my opinion, he did deserve to win. And it's not even close. Now this is a part where I could insert a Ben Simmons did not win Rookie of the Year joke into this, but I'm not going to do that. Ben Simmons fans, do not worry. You guys can still win next year. Alright, let me stop trolling you guys for a little. MVP season MVP season award, right? This was the most controversial one because the Rockets took to Twitter, not the team, not the players. I'm not sure of the fans because I haven't been on Twitter yet in a bit, like 2-3 days. I haven't been on Twitter, so I cannot check, right? Or I could check, but I just don't feel like it. But I know for a fact that the team was dropping tweets left and right, putting up stats about what Harden did this season. And that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. It's fine. But they're just stats. They're not that impressive after the season is over, right? Now they are historic stats, which is great. But Russell Westbrook is dropping historical stats as well. But where is he in the postseason? Right? Nowhere. This is the third year he loses in the first round. I don't know why, but his IQ seems to drop from 50 to 25 in the postseason. Now the average human being has an IQ of 100, but Russell Westbrook doesn't seem to have that. Seems to have like half of that. So I don't know. At least when it comes to basketball, it seems to have that IQ. But Russell Westbrook doesn't seem to win anything other than MVP, right? I mean, he only won it once, but at least he won something, right? Now, historic stats are all good and everything. Harden went 30 for 30, right? But he lost to Golden State without Kevin Durant, right? All they had to do was win 2 games, and that's it. They would have gone to the finals. Because, I'm sorry, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, but you guys were not a threat to anybody, right? Not to the big boys in the Western Conference. The Nuggets were not a big boy team. I'm sorry, but they just weren't. The only big boys in the Western Conference at that time were the Warriors and the Rockets. OKC was never a threat. I said that several times. They just are overrated. I'm sorry, Thunder fans. I'm going to bash you guys for the rest of my life while you still have Russell Westbrook. After you don't have Russell Westbrook, I'm going to judge you accordingly. But because you have Russell Westbrook and you guys defend Russell Westbrook like he's not stat padding, like Steven Adams is not boxing out for him to get the rebounds, I'm going to bash you. I'm going to bash James Harden for putting up big stats, big scoring stats, but not doing the same thing in the postseason. I'm tired of James Harden looking at the refs every time he shoots a shot, wanting a foul. I don't want to judge the team Twitter for trying to back up their franchise player. I am a Rockets fan. I am. But please do not confuse me with a Harden fan, because there is a difference. Giannis deserved this MVP award. I don't want to hear any debates because, quite frankly, there is no debate. He did deserve to win MVP. Put it this way. Who would you rather have? The star that goes 30 for 30 but never wins anything? Or the guy that wins 60 games and loses to the champions of that said year? Because last year the Rockets won 60 games and they lost to Golden State, and I was happy because at least we lost to Golden State, you know what I mean, the actual champions. But this year I started noticing that Harden didn't want to play whenever he didn't get to dribble the ball 20 seconds. Why? I'm not entirely sure. But he dribbles the ball for 20 seconds and then passes it, or he tries to make a play of his own. I hate watching that. Especially as this dude is the franchise player for my team. I don't own the team, but still my team because I love it like if it were my own. So I don't want to hear that James Harden put up historic numbers, because so did Russell Westbrook. This is his second or third year dropping triple doubles and losing in the first round. I don't want to hear it. Giannis deserved it. Big shout out to Giannis. I think he's a great player. He's going to be a great player. If I could choose between Giannis or Harden, I would choose Giannis. If I could choose between Luka or Trae Young to join my team, I would choose Luka. It is what it is. That's how I perceive this award to be, should be given. But you know, it is what it is. The only stats that should matter to players is winning percentage. And I bring this up because my favorite player, I've said it before, my favorite player is Kawhi Leonard. He has the highest winning percentage of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he does have the highest winning percentage of all time. That is impressive. Going 30 for 30 and losing in the second round is not. I'm sorry. Would I prefer to have Harden or Kawhi? Kawhi, hands down, easy. Didn't even take me 5 seconds. Would I rather have Giannis or Kawhi? That's a tough one. Because they both want to win. They're both humble. They both share the ball. Right? So, quite frankly, I don't know who I would pick. But I would be happy with either of those two. So that's it for me. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll see y'all soon with another video. I don't know what it's yet, but I will soon. See y'all soon.